city of Knoxville, Tennessee. The old city is centered around the original railway and river, Knoxville, Tennessee, established before the Civil War. And of course, there is a fort here, Fort Dickerson, where we've done a historical record of that as well. Brick is a main source of history here. The bricks are made right here in Tennessee for this whole area. In the downtown Knoxville area, where we had a place called Scruffy Parking, and it had a good reason for calling that, by the way it looks. Still in development. You can now park by text. And the Scruffy parking lot was only $5 for the whole day, whereas the parking lots closer to the eating establishments and visitor center were $5 an hour. Or street side meters throughout the small town for $1.50 an hour. This painting is on the outside
of the visitor center.
It's quite historical, painted back in the 80s. And we're going to take you inside now and show you the visitor center. Other buildings have paintings on them as well. Classic. The visitor center is centrally located before you get down to the old city. And there are plenty of things to see. It gives you an idea of what's available. There are plenty of brochures in the visitor center on things to do, maps to make sure you have an efficient day. This is actually one of the artists that they took some of his paintings and put them on the utility boxes around the city so that you didn't have to see these ugly utility boxes. They've actually painted them with original artistry, gloss coated them for protection. There's how many people have put a pin in the map. They're saying where they're from. The visitor center has the usual things like t-shirts, hats. There are football, of course, and Tennessee volunteer hats. And of course, this is where the 1982 World's Fair was held. This is the 40th anniversary of the World's Fair being held here in Tennessee, so they're doing something like that. Even got a Knoxville-opoly for people that are crazy about Monopoly and want to play all different kinds of versions. And they've got the towel souvenirs and the football souvenirs, and you get the flavor of the friendly atmosphere of Knoxville and Tennessee here. And of course, there's flavor and there's information. There's even a cookbook from several different people, one of them being students, college students, and then cookbooks from 100 years ago. More souvenirs, more things to get, more flavor of Knoxville. And of course, my favorite flavor of Knoxville would be the barbecue sauce, the honeys, the jams, and you bet they've got hot sauce. What's life without hot sauce? That's because all of these flavors here, whether they are the stories of Knoxville, the stories of Tennessee, the football, these are all local flavors produced right here. There are even new studios for photograph and famous artists, one of which I spoke to and said I was doing good. He motivated me to paint again. Here's the 1982 World's Fair section of celebrating 40 years since it's been here. They still have a lot of to thank the World's Fair for, because this helped the university and the local area grow. Of course, there's the Tennessee Vols, and the big, huge stadium is here in town. It's a college town. And there's plenty of souvenirs. And Knox Rocks. This is a local radio station that's part of the History Center and Volunteer Center. And there is your host, the voice of the Rolls Royce. And this is the radio station side of the Knoxville Visitor Center. There's actually live music going on right now. They play live for the radio on certain occasions here. And their shtick, how they became famous over the years, where they call themselves the Blue Plate Special. This might even be a long time before there was such a thing as a blue light special. But we've all heard of the Blue Plate Special. Well, they do all of their guests, anybody famous, the artists that they play, they get a special plate made with their face or their album cover on the plate, and the walls are lined with them. So if there's ever a special dinner held in this place and nobody needs to bring paper plates, they'll all have something to eat on. And it is a country bluegrass radio station. So, quite a combination. A radio station, a visitor center, some history. There's, of course, maps of the city that are free, brochures that are free, t-shirts that you can buy, and water. There's water there. You can get free water. And they have a coffee machine there. You get coffee, cold sodas, a few small snacks, and of course, postcards. Postcards were $1.50, and up to $2.50 is showing the display here. So you can see if there's a few you'd like to pick up, because you can certainly order them if you want. Very friendly lady working there, and public bathroom, anything you need. A place to sit down, eat your lunch. If you brought one, lots of restaurants. So the old city was formed around the rail station and around the river, and of course is overlooked by Fort Dickerson, which was another interesting history video vlog that we've done, having to do with the Civil War. Knoxville was important in the Civil War. And there's the map of the downtown, which you can pick up.
They have these scooters around town that you can rent. And there's a student driver. So you can rent these with your phone. Thank you so much for watching and liking the video. We appreciate you all.